Hello, all you wonderful sky watchers out there. We are going to be covering all zodiac signs, planetary placements, aspects, stations, planetary archangels, and zodiac angels for September 2022. The planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto will be retrograde for the entire month, all month long. Mercury goes retrograde on September 10th, adding to the conflation of retrograde planets. Mercury's Archangel Raphael is a messenger and a communicator. Nevertheless, when Raphael and Mercury are retrograde, it's best to not focus on these communicative qualities because miscommunication or cross signals could occur because Raphael is busy helping earthlings get back in touch with people from their past or locating missing people or missing things. Okay? Now these planets will be closer to the Earth when this happens, and thus these qualities and their planetary archangels bestowed to Earth, these attributes are going to affect you more. Okay? These planets are going to affect you more because when retrograde, they're closer to the Earth. So it's going to affect you more than usual, especially so many of them. Jupiter's planetary archangel Sachiel bestows mercy and generosity. Saturn will be opposing the moon on the autumn equinox that happens this month. Saturn's archangel Cassiel also goes by the name Satan, bestowing discipline of both self and others while standing in opposition to Luna's archangel Gabriel, which gives enthusiasm, profound sympathy, great affection, changeability, honesty, cheerfulness, virtue, and a charming tongue. When Gabriel and Satan stand at odds with one another, and that's again on the autumn equinox on the 23rd of the month, okay? When they stand at odds with one another, then Satan will put restrictions and regulations upon Gabriel's gifts to humankind of flexibility, intimacy, infatuation, tenderness, happy attitudes, and kindly words. So all of Gabriel's very big-hearted and sentimental aspects are going to be restricted by Satan, okay? That's because of the Saturn aspect. With Saturn in Aquarius and the moon in Leo on the 23rd, the autumn equinox, Zodiac Angel Gabriel of Aquarius will add even more revolutionary zeal. And this is going to be applied to Satan's restrictions and laws. More revolutionary, rebellious zeal, like a zealoter, okay? To Satan's restrictions of Gabriel's newfound strength. Because Gabriel's going to have a newfound power, okay? And Satan's restrictions are going to run into Gabriel's being in Zodiac Angel Virtuel's territory of Leo, okay? With the moon in Leo. So Saturn's going to run to a very strong Gabriel, who's position in Leo on the autumn equinox, okay, which Leo gives what? What's the tarot card, the major arcana? Yes, strength, okay, for Leo, which Gabriel gains increased power to fight for the force of compassion. Now, Neptune's archangel Asariel gives Earth's inhabitants a distant and otherworldly point of view. Pluto's archangel Azrael unveils what is hidden, bringing all things to light and transforms whatever requires adjustment. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and I'm also a Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Thanks for joining us. Now, September 2022 key astrology events. Autumnal equinox, September 23rd, 2022 at 1:03 a.m. That's Universal Time Coordinated Tropical Astrology, when the sun moves into alignment with the equator, making day and night of equal length. This is also when the sun voyages out of the sign of Virgo, the Virgin, and ingresses into the sign of Libra, the Scales. September's full corn moon is on the 10th in Pisces, the Fish. There's a new moon on the 25th in Libra, the Scales, and Mercury goes retrograde on the 10th. Remember what we talked about earlier with Raphael and Mercury and focusing on the past rather than on the communications of the present, because there'll be cross signals, okay? So it's more of a focusing on the past. Now, just for this this occasion, this event. Now, here are September's planetary ingresses, including astrology angels forecast for all zodiac signs. Now we're going to start off with Aries. Aries the ram. Now, Aries ruler Mars in Gemini for the entire month, and Jupiter continues retrograde transit through Aries. With Mars square Venus on the autumnal equinox, your martial masculine warrior traits of competition and willingness to fight for your cause or what you believe in will battle against your feminine Venusian attributes of affectionate feelings for people or groups and love of sublime things. There is also on the 23rd a Mars trine Saturn aspect, and thus we have planetary archangel of Saturn, Cassiel, also known as Satan or Hasatan, being in an auspicious position to facilitate Samael's combat with planetary archangel Anael, also known as Lucifer of Venus, the bright and morning star. The territory where the battle will be fought is in zodiac angel Umbriel's abode of Gemini, which affects your transports and messaging, okay? Texts and posts and things like that, and calling people, all those kinds of messaging. Now, thereby causing confusion amongst the way in which all life forms converse and ship necessary items or substances. So understand that. Now, this is a way for Samael and Satan to make aggressive moves against the workaday systems, especially those involved with public health, due to Lucifer inhabiting Virgo's habitation of zodiac angel Hamaliel's daily routines and general health aspects. With Saturn in Aquarius, Gabriel's cleverness enables Satan to actually appease both parties without their knowing. It causes intrigue and intelligence operations. Okay? Next, we're going to go to Taurus, Taurus the bull. Taurus ruler Venus transits Leo until the 5th, when she moves into Virgo until the 29th, at which time the planet of love moves into Libra. Also, Uranus maintains her retrograde transit through Taurus. The planetary archangel of Venus is Anael, also named Lucifer in some cultures. Lucifer continues to bring light, love, and beauty to the territory of zodiac angel Virgo of Leo, which shines light upon your children and your creative projects. Now remember, in the Bible, Christ also said he was the morning star. Okay? So Lucifer and Satan have that in common, in that Lucifer and Jesus have that in common. And Satan sometimes is thought of more as Saturn, where Jesus and Lucifer are more thought of as Venus, the Venusian aspects. So that's the subtle difference between Lucifer and Satan. Satan, Saturn, and Lucifer, Venus. And Jesus is more associated with Venus, where God or Jehovah or actually Mother Mary are more associated with the moon, or also with Saturn. Okay? So Kabbalistically, you can find out how these things all kind of work out. Yeah? Yeah? And you can read about Jesus saying the morning star in Revelation now. Okay, moving to more about what's going on for Venus. Now, Lucifer subsequently bears his torch because he heralds the sun, okay? The coming of the sun. So Lucifer subsequently bears his torch, bringing his illumination to the realm of zodiac angel Hamaliel, enlightening your daily habits and your general health in such a way so as to help you bring these activities into a more sort of cohesive and enjoyable expression. Next, when Lucifer brings his torch into the domain of zodiac angel Zuriel of Libra, the torchbearer heralds your involvement in the commitments you have made and whether or not such obligations continue to be healthy choices for you. Okay? That's the point. Now, regulations under which you have placed yourself will be brought to light so that you can look upon them with new understanding to mitigate laws into a more helpful accomplishment of your true goals. Planetary archangel Ariel of Uranus comes closer to Earth, shaking things up in your zodiac angel Asmodeel's abode of Taurus, revolutionizing the systems that create and sustain your currency and your properties, your belongings, those kinds of things. Moving into Gemini. Gemini the twins. Gemini ruler Mercury maintains her direct transit in Libra until the 10th, turning retrograde for the rest of the month, during which time Mercury's planetary archangel Raphael joins the conflation of Sachiel, Saturn, and so you have Jupiter's Sachiel, Saturn's Satan, and also Ariel of Uranus and Azrael Pluto in their sway, all the conflation of retrograde planets coming closer with their angels coming closer in their sway over humanity's dealings with heavenly realms. Raphael's messages about guidelines surrounding new medicinal curatives will be clear and logical to Zodiac angel Zuriel of Libra's understanding until the 10th, seeming to become unintelligible after that, with Raphael and Mercury going retrograde. When Mercury enters Zodiac angel Gamaliel's territory of Virgo on the 23rd, Raphael involves himself in matters of law, making regulations about the daily health routines of the workaday world populace. That's going to be under inventive public health regulations or policies, new laws around that. Okay, so you understand that. Very important, especially right now with us just coming out of this some of the things that we've been going through with public health and sort of coming into a new phase of that. Now, Mars continues on her expedition in Zodiac angel Umbriel's Gemini sphere of influence when planetary archangel Samael of the Red Planet pushes through communicates in the form of news reports, memes, and social media. Samael also creates controversy to stimulate various innovative methods of transporting goods and people. Raphael helps Sachiel to involve humanity in improving just how they conceive of and present themselves, while Satan brings in new ideas about how individuals and groups can gather more associates and better their reputations, which in turn assists Sachiel, Jupiter. Raphael, Mercury will want to moderate the social upheavals Ariel and Azrael are causing. That's Uranus and also Pluto, respectively. Now, to move on to the sign of Cancer, the crab. Cancerians. Cancer ruler, the moon, and her planetary archangel Gabriel brings in a full corn moon to satisfy hungry bellies in Zodiac angel Omnitsiel's territory of Pisces the fish on the 10th, bringing Luna's inspiring moonlight to illuminate humanity's spiritual concerns to feed starving persons. After that, Gabriel brings the restful covering of a new moon into Zodiac angel Zuriel's domain of Libra, concealing modern decrees and rules regarding public health and pioneering biomedical research and development, from which the entirety of humanity is to follow and benefit from on the 25th of the month. During the autumnal equinox on the 23rd, Archangel Gabriel brings a waning crescent moon into Zodiac angel Virtuel's realm of Leo, placing a darkly silver gossamer veil over the offspring and creativity of those in need of protection from the angelic realm after much grandstanding during Luna's brightness in her fullness earlier in the month. Okay. Initiation of the autumnal equinox also sets Luna's archangel Gabriel in opposition to Satan's new humanitarian causes, due to Gabriel's concern for traditional family values in regard to the protection of children, especially the unborn. Gabriel becomes adverse to planetary archangel Ariel of Uranus and his desire to cause rebellion against the systems which control currency and resources during the autumnal equinox. Now we get to Leo the lion. Leo, ruler the sun, and our star's planetary archangel Michael continues voyaging through Zodiac angel Gamaliel's realm of Virgo. Archangel Michael brings great warmth and true light into the Virgin's abode, bestowing vim and vigor to your daily routines, your rituals, and your own personal fitness programs. Subsequently, on the 23rd of the month, at the autumnal equinox, Michael, the warrior of God, enters into Zodiac Angel Zuriel's domain of Libra, granting authentic illumination towards revealing pioneering laws, regulations, and decrees being applied to governments on a worldwide scale, which heretofore have remained covert edicts and laws. Also, planetary archangel Anael, also known as Lucifer, heralds Michael's strengthening rays of light, bearing a torch of enlightenment in your own zodiac angel Virtuo's kingdom of Leo, the lion, and that's contributing, that's going to be maintaining sort of this transit from last month until the 5th of this one, of September, of the 5th. Now, after that, you will benefit from some rest after an extremely bright period of intense elucidation within your own realm. From the 20th until the 23rd, planetary archangel Gabriel of the moon brings a concealing, waning crescent moon's luminosity into your zodiac angel Virtuo's sphere of leonine influence, granting a newfound calm regarding the well-being of your children and of your creative endeavors. Now we move to the sign of Virgo, the Virgin, the beautiful sign of Virgo, the Virgin. Virgo's ruler Mercury and her planetary archangel Raphael continue voyaging through zodiac angel Zuriel's realm of Libra until the 23rd, at the moment of the autumn equinox, bringing important messages about innovative laws concerning your well-being to your attention. Subsequently, Raphael focuses his healing and kindness upon your own zodiac angel Hamaliel's domain of Virgo, encouraging you to better your daily fitness regimen towards developing your most robust and vibrant health. Planetary archangel Anael, also named Lucifer in some cultures, bears his torch, illuminating your zodiac angel Hamaliel's kingdom and his assurances for your vigorous physical and mental strength, as well as your overall well-being, into the center of your focus. The outcome of centering your concentration upon maintaining a healthful condition will give you amazingly beneficial results in your ability to sustain your occupation and your family life and your relationships, profiting both yourself and those in your charge. From the 23rd to the 25th, planetary archangel Gabriel of the moon brings a relaxing covering in a waning crescent moon's hidden light into your zodiacal Virgo Analiel, your Virgo angel Hamaliel. It's Hamaliel, and again, that's the sphere of Hamaliel. And the waning crescent moon is going to be coming into your sphere of how you are dealing with your innovative daily routines, especially when it comes to how you are able to keep yourself in really top-notch form. And indeed, you will be able to do that. All right, moving to Libra, the scales. Libra ruler Venus and her planetary archangel Anael, also known as Lucifer in various cultures, continue transiting zodiac angel Virtuo's abode of Leo from the 1st to the 5th, keeping your love life theatrical and very exciting. Then, from the 5th to the 29th, Venus, the morning and evening star, moves into zodiac angel Hamaliel's domain of Virgo, giving you a pause, and much candid consideration about your romantic endeavors, when you will want to make sure that your romance is as genuine and as sincere as it should be. Luckily, when Lucifer comes home to her own familiar dwelling of zodiac angel Zuriel's realm of Libra, you will find synchronization and stability with your lover and contemplate having children together or creating another child together. During the autumnal equinox on the 23rd, planetary archangel Michael of the Sun moves into your zodiac angel Zuriel's Libra territory, yielding genuine enlightenment towards illuminating new systems, policies, and rulings that are being applied to administrations on a global level, on a worldwide scale, which before now have been underground and in clandestine statutes, okay, and policies that were under the table. Sub rosa, yeah? On the 25th, there is a new moon happening in your zodiac angel Zuriel sphere, in which planetary archangel Gabriel of the moon conceals his own light when he stealthily bestows ethics, justice, and cooperation, as well as a great eye for arty designs. And that is your Libra motif. That those artistic designs and motifs are what Libra is really, that's what you excel at. Moving to Scorpio, the Scorpion. Scorpio first ruler Mars and her planetary archangel Samael maintain a transit in Zodiac angel Umbriel's Gemini realm all month long. And this is giving you a great talent for public speaking or brainstorming during discussions for sort of think tank style industries. Your second ruler Pluto and her planetary archangel Azrael continue a retrograde transit in Zodiac angel Hanael's Capricorn domain, making you a terrific builder of necessary systems and affording you an amazing capacity to adapt to new situations. During the autumnal equinox on the 23rd, when Samael of Mars is square Lucifer of Venus, you become memorable, very, very memorable, because you'll experience both strong attractions and powerful repulsions simultaneously. Also, Mars's Samael will be trine Saturn's Satan, granting you an increase of willpower along with significant future aspirations and a yearning to obtain goals that all make you a winner, a great winner, triumphant. Pluto's archangel Azrael will be in a harmonious aspect with the archangels Michael, Raphael, and also Lucifer, due to Pluto sort of being trine the Sun, Mercury, and Venus all simultaneously. Azrael and Michael help to make you an authority over people. Raphael and Azrael work to give you a sharp mental capacity. Azrael and Satan bestow to you a potent charisma to really be able to influence people. And you're going to really be able to really influence other people with all of your creativity, all of your ideals. For indeed, your divine tone is I create. Moving to Sagittarius, the archer with the bow and arrow, the centaur with the bow and arrow, Sagittarius the archer. Sagittarius ruler Jupiter and her planetary archangel Sachiel continue in a retrograde voyage through zodiac angel Melchidiel's domain of Aries, causing you to involve yourself in very exciting and also heroic endeavors. Exciting and heroic. Now, Jupiter's Sachiel stands in opposition to planetary archangel Michael of the Sun on the autumnal equinox. This causes you to attempt to seize authority in an attempt to have an important power play, okay, that push against the envelope of your personality, thereby testing your limits of exactly what behaviors you will and will not permit from others. Luckily, Jupiter is benevolent during retrograde transit, so this does give you an added boon for steering circumstances in your favor, especially in matters of trade and commerce, where you will be able to realize your aspirations coming to fruition. Sachiel and Michael are both powerful angelic forces and will stir up your superior attitude and your tendency towards hedonism. Simultaneously, Sachiel also will be in an opposing position with planetary archangel Raphael of Mercury, generating numerous imposing majestic schemes and vast designs about how to present and ultimately achieve what you propose to accomplish. You will eventually need to pick and choose exactly which of your marvelous dreams to focus upon when you decide to bring them into physical reality. And now we're going to move to Capricorn the goat. Capricorn ruler Saturn and her planetary archangel Cassiel, also known as Satan, maintain a retrograde journey through zodiac angel Gabriel's realm of Aquarius, the water bearer. which together create a situation that puts emotion, romance, and sentimentality on the shelf for now. Okay, be of good cheer though, because you will also be improving your standing in your various communities into higher levels of status via your determination and your meticulous ascent up the socioeconomic ladder because of your focus upon career. So all your efforts really do come to fruition. With this comes financial profit, giving you an ability to increase your estate, also allowing you to attain more personal freedom with which to enjoy your newfound sphere of influence. Pluto and her planetary archangel Azrael continue in a retrograde transit in your zodiac angel Haniel's domain of Capricorn, generating a need to dominate both situations and people in your life. Circumstances will put you into a mindset to be very, very stern with others, in that you will want to push your agendas upon them, and also to make certain that you are being taken seriously. That's going to be very important to you. If people begin to take you for granted, you will give them ultimatums because you will have a strong urge to dictate terms. This is where Pluto retrograde in your sign will demand that you give those you care about some measure of compassion, so that you don't really harm your most important relationships. And Saturn trine Mars helps you find this understanding and helps you find that great balance between these two things, okay? So now we're going to move to Aquarius. Aquarius, the water bearer. Aquarius' first ruler, Saturn, and her planetary archangel, Cassiel, also known as Satan, continue a retrograde transit in your own zodiac angel, Gabriel's domain of the water bearer, causing you to fret a bit about your general well-being, both in the flesh and also when it comes to having the esteem of others. Your second ruler, Uranus, and her planetary archangel, Ariel, maintain a retrograde voyage in zodiac angel Asmodeel's territory of Taurus the bull, reminding you to pay attention to your finances and to your belongings, as well as spending your energy upon humanitarian ideals and causes that really inspire you. You'll also be prodding yourself to perform. You're going to push yourself and prod yourself to perform and to do to obtain more colleagues and increase popularity. That's going to be very important to you. And nevertheless, don't let your striving for more fame cause you to ignore your body or your long-term goals for wealth accumulation for you and those you care about. Saturn's Satan stands in opposition to Luna's Gabriel on the autumn equinox, making you incredibly single-minded about your goals, while simultaneously positioned square Uranus's Ariel, which causes you sort of personal anxiety. So those sort of nervousness is going to go up for you. But it's also going to give you inspiration. It's also going to give you ingenuity and impulsiveness, which makes you exceptionally industrious while also being contentious. Be of good cheer, because Satan is trine Samael of Mars, giving you a synchronization. And Ariel is trine Lucifer of Venus, allowing you to just be yourself, really, without feeling annoyance or needing to express regret. Now we move to Pisces the fish. Pisces the fish. Pisces' first ruler, Jupiter, and her planetary archangel, Sachiel, maintain a retrograde journey in zodiac angel Machidael's realm of Aries the ram, creating a flurry of inventive new plans for the future and an amazing, hopeful attitude with which to inspire others. And you do inspire others, Pisces. You're really good at that. Now, your second ruler, Neptune, and her planetary archangel, Asariel, sort of continue retrograde voyage in your own zodiac angel Amnitziel's domain of the fish, causing a great increase in your extrasensory perception and numerous sort of spontaneous events, which will really, quite frankly, they will surprise you, okay? These events will surprise you. Jupiter Sachiel stands in opposition to the sun's Michael, the archangel Michael, causing you to gain more vigor. The opposition will actually cause you to have more vigor, more liveliness, and poise. Because actually Jupiter, when retrograde, Jupiter actually gives you good effects. Yep. Now, Satyo will also be opposing Mercury's Raphael, generating a clash in you when it comes to dealing with your mundane life, while simultaneously needing to come to grips with your own inner spiritual or esoteric theories about life and existence in general. Okay? Neptune's Asariel will be in opposition to the Sun's Michael, generating softer sensibilities in you that you will want to keep very private and to yourself, and sort of keep it close to you while showing a confident exterior to the outer world. Asariel will also be opposing Venus's Lucifer, inspiring your artistic and quixotic side in an imaginative endeavors, and also within your love interest and your romantic life and those kinds of really matters of the heart. The good news is that Asariel will be sextile Pluto's Azrael, bringing you agreement and synchronization to balance various mystifying situations that might puzzle you, but you'll be able to find, again, a real balance with these, okay? And that's due to the Asariel sextile Azrael, and that's for Pluto's Azrael usually is associated with Scorpio, but we're giving you this information now because of the Neptune association. Now, we're going to get into the tarot formula for the moon in Leo opposing Saturn in Aquarius. So this is the formula that we have. It's sort of our featured planetary aspect, yeah? And the planetary tarot formula, the tarot astrology formula. Because this is where true magic comes from. Some people don't like to use the word magic, so they use the word formula. It's all the same thing. They're just relationships. Because isn't all science about relationships? Isn't mathematics about relationships? Isn't science about relationships? Isn't everything and all science is about relationships? So, the tarot formula for the moon in Leo opposing Saturn in Aquarius. And I have my moon in Leo and my sun in Leo too. Now, the planet of the moon is associated with the tarot card of the High Priestess. The High Priestess. With Luna being the ruler of the Zodiac sign of Cancer the Crab, which corresponds with the tarot card of the Chariot. The Chariot. Now, the Chariot is very good because it's sort of, he's the one that drives the chariot and instructs the sphinxes of light and dark and positive and negative where to go. And he's under the starry canopy, and he is the alchemist. He is the alchemist, which makes our wonderful medicines that mankind has been able to help both himself and other creatures and plant life with. Leo is associated with the tarot card of strength. So strength, Leo. Okay, this is a strength card. And that's indicated on the Kabbalistic tree by the Hebrew letter Teth, and stands between Hesed and Gebira, between the Jupiter Sephira and the Martial Sephira. Okay, so that's strength. Saturn is associated with the tarot card of the world. The world. Okay, with Saturn being the ruler of the zodiac sign of Capricorn, which associates with the tarot card of the devil. Okay? So although this is not the zodiac sign in the formula, it is associated with Saturn because of Capricorn. So that's what we're showing you here. Also, what the associations are, yeah? Just like we showed you the chariot, because that's associated with Cancer, and that's because the moon's, moon in Leo, and so we wanted to show you that the moon is the ruler of Cancer, but we wanted to show you that the alchemist exists there, the one who brings healing medicines. So, and although the moon will be in Leo during this, we just want to show you the associations, okay? Now, Saturn is also one of the governing planets of Aquarius. Now, the Aquarius, the tarot card associated with Aquarius is the star card, the star. The star is a very bright, a very brilliant card, the star, for Aquarius. So you see we have, finally, because Saturn is associated with Aquarius, with Uranus being the second ruler and Saturn being the first ruler, that brings you the star card. Okay. Now, what comes from all these associations? What comes from all of these relationships together? This combination brings a clash between the compassion and love of the Archangel Gabriel that finds strength for his sympathetic causes against Satan's secular humanism, which seeks to restrain religious or spiritually motivated people and governments with new strict regulations and laws. Because the moon's associated with Gabriel, and Leo's associated with Michael because of, or Virgil, but Michael because of the sun. And we have Saturn associated with Satan, or Cassiel, or Satan. And Aquarius associated with the star card, but Saturn's associated with Capricorn, which is why we showed you the devil card as well, to show you what kinds of things are in there. And the devil card isn't always a bad thing. In a mundane, and when we're talking about your body, it can bring you much physical strength. Okay? So everything has a good and a bad side. Everything has a heads and a tails like a coin. Everything. So nothing's all good or all bad. No group, no person, nothing is all good or all bad. Everything's a wonderful mixture of the two. And we need to understand relationships, understand these things, and then have these things bring these things into harmony. So humans can have harmony with nature once again. Now, the information found in the attached document, click in the description box, is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I've committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again next time.